Different angles, perspectives.
Countries that backed Kosovo's independence are looking hard at Swiss politician Dick Marty's report for the Council of Europe, alleging links between the Prime Minister and organ trafficking. How's it been reported in Russia, staunch opponent of the breakaway from Serbia? RTR reported the day before publication. Officially, the report is only out tomorrow. Hashim Thaci is making no comment. But journalists say the politician's name appears 27 times in the 27-page report. It claims that Hashim Thaci, the self-proclaimed state's prime minister, was the boss of a criminal group of Kosovo Albanians and was personally involved in the trafficking of drugs, weapons and human organs. These organs were removed from Serbs who were kidnapped and taken to Albania. The Russian foreign minister said the news should be broadcast far and wide. The information on the sale of human organs appeared quite a long time ago. Today, as far as I understand, the professional inquiry is at an end. This report should not remain a secret document. It should be published as widely as possible. These things are too serious, and if they turn out to be true, it would be a crime against humanity. Dick Marty, who drew up the report over 2 years, was a prosecutor back home in Switzerland and led the investigation very thoroughly. He was very objective. According to The Guardian, specialists from the FBI and European intelligence services took part in the inquiry. Marty drew up the conclusions. At the end of the 1990s, one of the leaders of Hashim Thaci's separatist Kosovo Liberation Army gathered together his criminal gang. In the report, we learn the group was called Drenica, after the name of the valley it came from. Among its various activities was trafficking in human organs. The victims were ordinary Serbs. Disappearances from villages had been noted in 1997. In other words, before the war. We can infer that Thaci's criminal gang was implicated in these crimes. At the end of the conflict and after the arrival of NATO troops, Thaci's gang continued to kidnap and kill people to take their organs, which were then sold on the black market. The head doctor in the Kosovo Liberation Army, Sharif Mujab, political advisor to Hashim Thaci, had a key role in this affair. In Albania, according to the report, high-tech premises were equipped for the criminals to remove organs. Firstly, kidneys. In the towns of Fushekoye and Ripa, there were laboratories. Specialists examined blood samples to select donors, and if the samples were suitable, the donor taken hostage was killed via a bullet in the head, the organs removed and sent by plane to their destination. Carla Del Ponte, former chief prosecutor of the Hague Tribunal, detailed the accusations in her memoirs 2 years ago. She wrote that even in 2003, investigators found in a secret hospital in a Kosovo region traces of underground surgical operations, syringes, bandages and boxes of medicine. But at the time, it wasn't possible to investigate. No witnesses could be found. Today, we can say Kosovo's leaders are the leaders of criminal gangs. The report says Hashim Thaci's group also controls the largest part of heroin trafficking in the Balkans. In Belgrade, they've read Marty's report calmly. For the Serbs, all this was known years ago. This report, it's a signal that it's time for the civilized world to stop closing its eyes on Kosovo's horrible reality. This report paints a perfect picture of what Kosovo is today and who leads it. The government in Kosovo has already responded, promising to do everything necessary to, I quote, deny these lies. So what of Kosovo's response to the report quoted by RTR? It singles out the Drenica group in particular, led at the time by a certain Hashim Thaci. He finds the report scandalous. TSI interviewed Kosovo's ambassador to Switzerland. First of all, it's a question of serious and unfounded accusations. They speak of trafficking in organs in an isolated house in northern Albania, reportedly orchestrated by the Liberation Army. Note that this type of act requires a significant logistical capability, lots of resources and sophisticated equipment. And for Kosovo's army, whose resources were rudimentary, it was unthinkable to have put in place trafficking of this kind. Even now, neither at the hospital in Tirana nor at the one in Pristina is it possible to carry out this type of operation, organ transplants. We're waiting for Dick Marty to provide proof of what he's suggesting, to know exactly what happened. But that's impossible based only on rumours and testimony from unidentified people. We're waiting for all light to be shed. We've been waiting for several years because these rumours did not start circulating yesterday. It's a pity that Dick Marty has copied some of the accusations levelled by the Serb regime. Switzerland has privileged ties with Kosovo. One of the first countries to recognise its independence, Switzerland has a large Kosovar community. Today it's asking lots of questions. TSR's report reveals a state weakened by corruption. Pristina, capital of Kosovo, is an immense building site. Here they're building bridges, roads, buildings, yet this is only a facade ridden with corruption. Nothing sustainable is created in Kosovo simply because you have to pay bribes to officials to open a business here and to have it run. Corruption has reached the heart of power. In total, we can count no less than 40 inquiries at the highest level, targeting the ministries of transport, health, education, business and telecommunications. A system so corroded that it's not the Kosovar judicial authorities conducting the investigations, but the European Union via its EULEX mission. If you don't have a proper rule of law, with no police, no courts or functioning system, no framework of laws that can be applied, it's simply a jungle, the state of a jungle.
Vraiment la jungle.
One example is Fatmir Limay, former guerrilla leader accused of crimes against humanity in 2003, then acquitted. Under investigation today for corruption, he remains the all-powerful transport minister. The local press speaks of some 80 million euros embezzled in a system of large public works and favoritism. We discovered that one of the people involved in this operation, in fact the local representative of an Albanian company, was a relative and close friend of the minister Fatmir Limay. Some aren't afraid to speak of a banana republic, a poison which little by little is choking this young society, barely 3 years old.